Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Overwatch, this new game coming out. And before we continue, let me tell you that I actually am relatively excited in this game. I have been watching over it for quite a fair bit. I keep my hype down for a lot of games because that's kind of how I've managed to not have my expectations completely shattered. Allow me to give you some history, okay, relatively quickly. I have played Blizzard games for quite a long time. A lot, whether it be Warcraft, a little bit of StarCraft, even though I'm not into it as much as I, really was, or even back then I wasn't terribly into it in retrospect. And over time, this is a company that has made some consistently good games over the years. I played Warcraft 3 for God knows how many years straight. I actually really enjoyed that game. StarCraft 1 I played, wasn't that big of a fan. Played some of 2, still wasn't that big of a fan, but the games were good enough for me to, play them here and there. World of Warcraft swept me for a few years playing that game, sitting through the expansions, paying the monthly fee, and actually enjoying my time with World of Warcraft. Not that I would go back to it anytime soon, I'm just way too busy for that, and I just wouldn't have the time to invest into an MMO. So here comes a new Blizzard game that's released in quite a long time since StarCraft 2. I know they released Hearthstone, but I'm talking about a big AAA game from these boys themselves, these boys and girls who are pretty much to me on the same caliber of, say, id Software or anything. So if you've been PC gaming as long as I have, or if that's where your gaming world sort of started, Blizzard is pretty near and dear to you. So watching over Overwatch, that's... wow, I did not plan that. The game looks pretty decent. It's your standard arena-style shooter game. It's very esportsy, and there's nothing bad about that. The most popular games out there are esports games. League of Legends, I heard a few people play that game, actually, League. I heard a couple more people play Global Offensive, and I'm kidding, a lot of people play those games. And the reason why they play those games is because they do offer a lot of replayability. They are very well structured, very well built, and every time you play them, you will come across different things. And because you're playing against the human players, that also adds to the layer of mystique on what you're going to get every single match. And they're fun to watch as well, which is why they're really, really popular on Twitch or any kind of, social streaming website which deals with video games. A lot of people love watching it as well as playing it. And Overwatch looks like it's going to be one of those games. Of course, my hype is a little died down. I don't know what to expect. It's been a long time since they made a game. Whatever, though. I've been rambling. But lately on the internet, it seems like every fucking time I sort of step away, take a break, and just think that maybe humanity has some saving fucking grace. No, they fuck it all up. They screw it all up, man. Dude, like, for the last few weeks, I've been seeing the internet have a shitstorm over a fucking pose in a video game. Now, first of all, let me put this into context, okay? We are some ordinary gamers. We play video games, okay? Very few of us are into the world of microaggressions and triggers and all that stuff. And of course, I always like to take mindful of that. I'm not a fucking asshole. I understand, people that are marginalized, all that crap. But none of us, I don't think I've ever fucking seen a shitstorm break out over a fucking pose, emote, whatever you want to call it, on a video game, okay? There's this character named Tracer. For those of you who don't know, okay, there's this character called Tracer in Overwatch. Tracer is a female character in Overwatch. She dual wields pistols, she's an offensive character, she's fast, hard to hit, it's pretty much like the fucking Scout from Team Fortress 2, pretty much, but, of course there's things with Overwatch which are relative to that game that they showcase, whatever. It's a character in the video game, okay? It's one of the characters you get to pick and you get to play as, and you get to fight other characters and whatnot in this game. And that's about it. Now, first of all, I don't want to sound like one of those people that disregards lore from video games. I know a lot of people take lore for their esports very seriously. Some people really like the lore for League of Legends. Some people like the lore for fucking Overwatch. Some people like lore no matter how little it may seem to matter. And I'm not going to disregard that, whatever, okay? It's up to people on what that is. But it's not about that, okay? At the end of the day, this is a fucking character. Now, this character had a pose where, I'm going to put it on the screen right now. In this pose, you can actually see the line of symmetry separating the two the fucking ass cheeks of the character, okay? that's what you can see. Apparently, that was very over-sexualized, okay? Now, look, I don't know, alright, if you, like, whatever, okay? I'm gonna get to that in a second. That was fucking sexual, okay? That was very fucking sexual. So that got removed from the game. Now, recently, it got replaced by Blizzard, and I'm gonna show you right now, okay, what the fuck it got replaced with. But apparently, it seems like people are fucking fine over it, and that's what pisses me off. And I know it sounds weird, just look at this just look at the fucking picture. How the fuck is that any different? That's even more sexualized, because it's based on porn from the 20s, dude, come on, man. How is that not sexualized? In any case, you can still see the butt cheeks. Okay, alright, I get it. You know, little fucking fit aside. That apparently is okay, but the other thing isn't okay. The most useless topic ever was this butt cheek. Alright, not even bare, okay? It was through the yoga pants that this character is wearing. That apparently sparked a shit ton of controversy. Enough for Blizzard to remove the thing from the game and get it replaced. Now, of course, obviously Blizzard is trolling whoever complained in the first place, because by no means is that different. But somehow, it's allowed. People are okay with it, and that's what aggravates me. Look, if you're gonna raise up a shitstorm, at least stand by what the fuck you say. What is that? It's a troll. No, what the fuck? And you know what? I'm glad people have stopped caring as well, because that means people can focus on the game itself. Seriously. Focus on the actual game. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is going to come near release, and I want to see more of the game, and I want to see it get better. I don't want to see it bogged down by stupid crap like this. Remember, this has been a long time since Blizzard has released a major game. To me, it's kind of like if Valve is releasing a big game next week as well. I'm more interested in the game itself than some stupid trivial crap that matters to people who aren't even going to buy the game in the first place. Most people who bitch and complained about this over-sexualized character didn't even know who the fuck Tracer was, didn't even know what Overwatch really was, besides that it's a video game and it runs on a computer. And the fact that this game has an over-sexualized character, they weren't gonna spend their money, okay? So it doesn't matter what they really thought, because most of them weren't gonna fucking buy it. Alright, I've talked to people that complain about this. They're like, well, I'm not gonna buy Overwatch. Do you know what Overwatch is coming out for? Xbox 3... They don't even know about the product that is creating their bitch fest, is the thing that I'm trying to say. And you know, it's kind of, like, I don't understand where this argument went with League of Legends. I don't know if any of you people have looked at the skin shops in League of Legends, but some of these are pretty over-sexualized. Do you know that in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, 99.8% of competitive matches statistically are played on Dust 2, and 100 of the deaths on that map, 100%, are all males. Why don't we put female operators in the game so we can stop being over-marginalized? We can see what I'm getting at, okay? It's a stupid fucking point. Alright, it's a point made by people who don't know what they're talking about. Okay, it's made by people who aren't even interested in what they talk about. I love video gamings, and when this stuff got kicked out or when it was censored, it was around the time I made the rant about censoring video games, and I was like, wow, I made that video, and it's just... I could have made that video literally 4 days later, and it would have been so perfect in timing. But whatever. I'm making this about the situation now because it's kind of affecting video games. It has affected one video game that at least I'm looking forward to. I know a lot of people are really looking forward to this game. And it's just stupid how this one marginal issue has become more popular to focus on than the actual game itself. Look, if you're gonna bitch about this one character in Overwatch, you should probably bitch at the two other examples I gave in this video. That being said though, let me know in the comments below what you think about this topic because, like I said, I fucking find it stupid. Focus on the game, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't care who won or lost this whole situation, my phone went off, I gotta go check it after this rant time is finished. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that this game hasn't suffered severe censorship, and so far, this issue isn't affecting any other character. Of course, we have a while till this game comes out, and I really hope other stupid shit doesn't happen, or happen with other games, because slowly but surely, the YouTube world is completely fucking... I don't know what's going on, man. It is not, we never asked for this. Adam Jensen didn't ask for this, man. No one asked for this shit. But gladly this game has not been banned, and I am looking forward to it, and ultimately I can ask in the comments below is what you think about this issue as a whole. Are you glad how it got solved? And what side were you on? As well as what do you think about this game, Overwatch? Because I'm really looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to be streaming this game first day it comes out, because it's definitely something I'm excited for. I'm not pre-ordering it, because that's fucking stupid. But ultimately, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I am out.